What is up? Another week with my man, Ryan Harris, Super Bowl champion Ryan Harris. We're going to talk some Thursday night football here today at Round Pure Sports. But like always, if you're looking for some mortgage help, my man Ryan has you covered in the states, Colorado, Arizona, Minnesota. Check him out online, pmrloans.com, Ryan Harris, or email them any questions at championmortgageteam@pmrloans.com. Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169. Equal Housing Opportunity, Loan Officer, NMLS 2100127. And Ryan, my man, week 2's in the books. Week 3's already here. We had 2 games Monday night. It's kind of nice in the NFL this year. Huge ratings. Quick turnaround, though. We only got Tuesday, Wednesday off. We're back again tonight with some Thursday night football. How you doing this week, my guy? Better than your Notre Dame team. I know that much.
Hey, Notre Dame got their win. Get out of here, Tony. Stop talking about God's team like that. But, it's a good thing that the NFL didn't have a game on Tuesday or Wednesday. Our families need us back. Because how could you pull away? Even the Monday night doubleheader, you had Josh Allen kicking tail, and then you had the Eagles and Jalen Hurts kicking tail. You're going back and forth. Which one's going to score 50? And that's on top of forcing everybody to learn how to log on to Amazon and watch a game on Thursday night. The NFL is dominating, and it's dominating, yes, in product and delivery, but a lot of credit goes to the players on the field, Tony, making that product, making the Bills look as fun and as good as they did. The perseverance of Jalen Hurts, the amazing performance of Tua Tagovailoa on Sunday against the Ravens. All of the product is fantastic right now for the NFL, and a lot of that is because of the players.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a good product, and all these younger quarterbacks are starting to take over. Got the runners making plays. Hurts looked terrible last year. Looks incredible this year. The team around him, much stronger. I mean, are those your two Super Bowl picks, it looks like, at Monday Night Football? What do you think?
Well, I think you really got to make way for the man who's won 7 Super Bowls in Tom Brady.
No.
Yes, he's getting his life together off the field. But remember, Tony,
we might have our first little side battle here.
It's 21 weeks to get to the end. You got to get all the way to the Super Bowl. I got the Patriots and I got the Bills coming up for a nor'easter bigger than anything a hurricane has shown that East Coast in a long time.
It's going to be interesting for sure. I looked at that Eagles schedule, though. I don't know if you've looked too close at the schedule part. They don't play anybody. They got a chance to literally be like 16-1, 17-0. I mean, their schedule is absurdly easy in Philly. But what do you think of tonight's game?
Well, tonight you got the Steelers versus the Browns. It's going to be a heck of a matchup, division rivalry. The Steelers actually take a bus to Cleveland when they do this game. A lot of fans don't know that. But I got the Steelers winning 25-23 today, my friend. I hope they get it done. That offensive line needs to improve. But, Tony, why is my guy, Mitch Trubisky, getting so much flack? Yes, he went 3 and out twice as they had a chance to gain the lead, but he's making big-time throws. He's got really no running game and an offensive line that is inconsistent. Why do I keep hearing Kenny Pickett, Tony?
They kind of messed up the chemistry of the team, I think, a little bit, drafting the hometown hero, bringing him in. And Trubisky looks good to me, honestly. Last year, even, he looked good in limited time in that system. He looks like a different guy than his time in Chicago. I think they should give him more rope, too, my personal opinion. And it just messed up having the hometown hero as the backup, because anytime anything goes wrong, you throw a bad pick, which every quarterback does, Brady down to whoever the bottom guy is. It's just how it happens. You got to give the guy some leash. Why not let the young guy watch all year? It's not like Pittsburgh's going to contend anyways this year. Let him learn, let him grow. I think they're handling it a little rough here. Either that or just pull Trubisky and don't even put him through it. It reminds me a little bit of the Fitzpatrick deal every single year. Well, what was it last year where playing good, looking good, and they just put Tua in, which maybe now that could have, maybe I'm eating my own words because it looks like it's working out pretty good down in Miami with the new weapon.
We thought they were tanking. They were just trying to get all the way up to where Tua could play.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you though. And tonight's game in particular, I mean, Trubisky should be able to have some rope, and I like him a lot tonight because, like you said, the old line struggles a little bit. He's got to be able to move better than the rookie, and I don't know. I think we might see a big game from Trubisky tonight. What do you think?
Watching the film, Mitch Trubisky is making precise throws. Yes, there's a couple of bad throws. Every quarterback's going to have them. But there's no way Kenny Pickett comes in and keeps that offense on schedule the way that Mitchell Trubisky is. Now, conversely, he's going to be throwing against a defense that's suspect to me. That Browns secondary has some issues. They got a great linebacker in Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from Notre Dame. And you also got, the defensive line, which is very good. Of course, Myles Garrett. But that defense gave up some serious points last week. And that's why they find themselves in a struggle on the struggle bus. But then on the offense for the Browns, get ready, Tony. I know as a fantasy football fan, you love watching running backs. Nick Chubb just might be one of the best running backs in the NFL. He has generational vision. No one hits the hole with the speed that he hits the hole with. He is a one-man offense for those Browns. If the Steelers can stop the run tonight, it's going to be a short night for the Browns on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, when you got Jacoby back there, you know what they're going to do. I mean, they want to hand the ball off. They want to run. They want to play smart. They do not want to air the ball out if things go good. If they can stop the run, everything shifts. Like you said, Cleveland is in big trouble. The issue for me is, can they stop the run? You're the man in the trenches. What can they do? Because Pittsburgh's got gouged pretty good the last 2 years on the ground game. Well, what can they do to slow up the Chubb man tonight? And can they? I mean, do you think they can?
Well, it's going to take a big game out of the defensive line. Cam Hayward left briefly last week with a back injury. And you got to remember, they were without TJ Watt, he who led the league in sacks last year, tying the NFL all-time sack record. So they need to get some pressure on the quarterback without blitzing and be able to stop the run inside out with some of their legendary veterans. And if they can do that, you put Jacoby Brissett at 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11. I don't care that he's at home. That's going to be a tough one to win.
I think Cleveland's a little bit hidden too, because they played the Panthers week 1. They got a big lead, but they did end up winning with the long field goal, but they struggled a lot in that game. And last week, I mean, Joe Flacco's going down and beating you at home. I think Cleveland literally might be not that people think they're good, but I think they might be even more overrated than people think. I think Pittsburgh might come in and make a statement tonight as a 4-point dog too. I don't know. I just don't like Cleveland in this day and age. When you're based so heavily on the running game, it's like you said right out of the gate. If you stuff that run, if you stuff Chubb and make Jacoby throw at all, I just don't see how they can keep moving the ball. The issue is, can they stop Chubb? Because, what do you think of the Pittsburgh side of things, though? Because they haven't blocked good for Najee ever. 2 years, they just aren't capable. Their line is very, very limited. What can they do to free up Najee tonight?
Well, they got to get some quick passes in there. I mean, look out for the arrival of Pat Freiermuth. And for those of you playing weekly fantasy, I really like Pat Freiermuth, the Penn State veteran, who is in the home state now playing for the Steelers. Then you also got Chase Claypool. Gosh, Tony, how many Notre Dame graduates are in the NFL? I wonder. But you got Chase Claypool, who is still yet to figure out that he cannot be covered, and he can be one of the best deep threats in the NFL. If those two things, if you get Claypool to start figuring out how he can stretch the field, and Trubisky dots him with enough time from that offensive line, it could be a big win for the Steelers tonight. But either way, I like the Steelers, and that low over under is tough to see, man. That's just baiting us, man. That's baiting us, Tony.
I honestly think we might see some points too. I don't know why I got a little contrarian of a take tonight. I think Pittsburgh, just look at their players. Like you said, I think they're somewhat equal at running back, Chubb and Harris. I like Chubb a little bit more, but Harris does do more out of the pass game, and they're both solid. But then when you get to the receiver, I mean, I think Pittsburgh's better down the list, even with the rookie, George Pickens. Looks like a stud to me, similar to like Claypool, where if you can connect on him deep, you just have so much more ability to stretch the field with these guys on the Pittsburgh side. So I think it literally just comes down to, can they stop Chubb? Can they get Cleveland off the field and get Pittsburgh's offense just has to be better overall to me. You got any sneaky plays for the people tonight? Like any backup tight ends have been really good. This is really because I didn't ask you this question at all, so it's catching you off guard a little bit. But like backup tight ends and stuff have been huge in these showdown slates, which is what we call the single game like slates for these primetime games. Any like sneaky plays, like let me pull up the tight ends because you're good at this stuff. I mean, Njoku and Freiermuth, obviously the main guys, but Harrison Bryant, guys like that. Anything sneaky for the people. Catching you totally off guard, but that's where the winners come.
I like George Pickens for like over 80 yards. I don't know what the over under.
See, that's a good call because his total is probably 30 or something. So that's what we need.
Yeah, that's crazy. George Pick, and I know one of the things I know from playing with the Steelers is they do a great job of self-scouting. So they say, hey, George Pickens had a big catch. Why aren't we getting him the ball more? And Mike Tomlin will literally go to the offensive coordinator. I want Pickens to have 5 catches this game. And he'll walk away. Doesn't matter how the offensive coordinator does it. That's what Mike Tomlin wants. You got to find a way to get a secondary threat. You also got Deontay Johnson there, who I think has elite speed in the NFL. But give me George Pickens for a big night tonight, Tony.
You're going to love this. Is why I like catching you off guard, because you give me something like that. Get his total. You said 80. I was actually thinking in my head he could go for 80 or 100. 29 and 28 and a half you can get on DraftKings Sportsbook. That's one catch. I mean, one catch for 30. You might win it the first play of the game. A little stretch play to start the game. Yeah. I love it. I'm glad we caught you off guard a little bit. You like Pittsburgh with me too tonight? I like Pittsburgh, and I like the Derek Watt anytime touchdown. Look out, man. The Watt family's been down after some injuries. Let's see if Derek Watt can't get his touchdown tonight. I love it. I mean, you're coming with all the. Maybe we should do it every week on Thursday morning here, because you got some good takes going on. Tell the people where they can find you though around social media. Always check out my website, RyanHarris68.com. Visit me on Instagram at RyanHarris_68. And as Tony mentioned before, if you need any help with your mortgage or any just plan to get your home, reach out to the Championship Mortgage Team at PMRHomeLoans.com. Awesome stuff. And as always, you can find me on Twitter and at Run Pure Sports. Big T44 DFS. Another week in the books. I'm excited for week 3. I'm even excited for tonight. I like these little island games, even when you got to tell your mom and your dad how to find it on Amazon. Love it. Let's get after it this week and see you next time.
What's up, guys? Tambo here with our Week 2 NFL Core Report. Week 2 was a monster for our experts, with many on the Tua stack and that Baltimore and Miami game stack, but nobody was higher on the Miami-Baltimore game stacks than our guy, Big T himself. Tony's player pool, available to premium members, focused primarily on the Baltimore shootout, as well as the Commanders-Lions game, adding in high-scoring wide receivers, including Amon-Ra St. Brown being in his core plays. Tony had a nice day, profiting over $83,000, and our members followed suit, dominating the slate in Week 2. Nadesify hit for $1K on FanDuel. Jacob Stubbs won $4,800 on FanDuel. Trev hit for $10,000 on FanDuel, and Chimo had another monster day, shipping over $100,000. The biggest hit of the day, though, came from one of our members, Racer1A, who shipped over $150,000 on DraftKings. If you're not subscribed to our content, what are you even thinking? Go over to our Run Pure Sports YouTube page right now and subscribe, and go visit our homepage at runpuresports.com to sign up for our premium content. Our members consistently crush. Congrats to all those that shared their screenshots this week. There were too many to feature them all, but drop yours in our Members Never Win channel in Discord for a chance at a future shoutout. Until next week, good luck in your contest, and let's keep running pure.